Digital storytelling. Topic 1. What is digital storytelling? By the end of this module, you will be able to understand what digital storytelling is. People tell stories to teach beliefs and values to others. The oral tradition of knowledge transfer and exchange has served as the basis for education since humans began teaching one another. And digital stories build on this model by incorporating rich, dynamic media. The process of creating a digital story forces storytellers to choose a topic that can be appropriately conveyed to a particular audience, with electronic elements in the time available. This dynamic creates an opportunity to reflect on life and find deep connections with the subject matter of a course or with an out-of-class experience such as a trip abroad. So, what is digital storytelling? Digital storytelling is the practice of combining narrative with digital content, including images, sound, and video, to create a short movie, typically with a strong emotional component. Sophisticated digital stories can be interactive, movies that include highly produced audio and visual effects, but a set of slides with corresponding narration or music constitutes a basic digital story. Digital stories can be instructional, persuasive, historic, or reflective. The resources available to incorporate into a digital story are virtually limitless, giving the storyteller enormous creative latitude. Some learning theorists believe that as a pedagogical technique, storytelling can be effectively applied to nearly any subject. Constructing a narrative and communicating it effectively require the storyteller to think carefully about the topic and consider the audience perspective. Digital storytelling uses multimedia tools to bring narratives to life. Digital stories can be used to explain a concept, to reflect on a personal experience, to retell a historical event, or to make an argument. Digital stories let students express themselves not only with their own words but also in their own voices, fostering a sense of individuality and of owning their creations. At the same time, digital stories give students an opportunity to experiment with self-representation, telling a story that highlights specific characteristics or events, a key part of establishing their identity, a process that for many is an important aspect of the college years. Once you've determined the purpose of your digital story, you will need to create a script and a storyboard. Depending on your script and storyboard, you may need to record your voice, gather or create image or video clips, and choose music and sound effects. Finally, put all the elements together and enjoy the final product. So, why create a digital story? Creating a digital story is an engaging way to share information that requires creativity, self-direction, and experimentation with new technologies. The structure of narratives. First, the situation. The character is presented and exposed where and when the story takes place. Sets up the mood. Middle. Complication. It presents the conflict and unfolds the various obstacles that the character has to overcome to solve their conflict to the climax. And resolution. When it resolves the conflict and leads the narrative to the end, demonstrate the changes that characters suffer through their journey.